You.
So just a quick run by on what this movie's about. This movie's about some escaped convicts that decide to abduct these two females that were looking for some grass.
Yeah. And I guess that is this kind of a little jab at people who enjoy drugs and smoking weed. It's like, if you try to find weed, kids, you're gonna get abducted and murdered.
It's something that could happen.
It is 100% something that could happen, so be careful where you get your drug. I guess the moral of the story is don't ask strangers on strange stoops for drugs.
Yeah. Especially if they look like junkies.
Yeah, if they're a heroin addict, probably don't ask for weed.
Just common sense.
There's a lot of those movies, like the old like Friday the 13th movies and stuff. Whenever a person does drugs and drinks,
does something bad, they get
has
killed.
like underage sex or premarital sex, they end up getting killed.
Or says,
Okay, what about Cabin in the Woods though? Didn't the stoner in Cabin in the Woods survive?
Okay,
yeah, but that was a movie that's a movie that was made to subvert all of the tropes of a regular horror movie. It's pretty good. It's not a bad movie. I enjoyed it. It's one of Wes Craven's films, one of his earlier films. Sam, yeah, that's right. Sam loved it.
I love all of Wes Craven. Well, not all of Wes Craven's films, but I enjoy Wes Craven.
Scream 3.
Okay, so these women get abducted.
Yeah.
These women are what, like 18?
Notes.
These women are like 18?
No, they're 17. Remember, because the chick, she had her shirt. And she said, "Mother's like, are you gonna put a bra on? Your nipples are sticking out." And she said, "Tits, Mom. Your the tits when you were younger, and the tits."
Yeah, she kept saying tits. It's making her mom uncomfortable.
It's making her mom uncomfortable, and then her dad was like, "What's this tits business?" And then most of the first half of the movie is the rape and murder of the two friends, and whenever we get to the home of the mom, we kind of cut intermittently in the film between the mom and dad and the daughter and her friend. They get murdered, and then we focus on the family, and the criminals go to the family's house, and this is where it gets even more ridiculous.
Well, it's kind of ridiculous already because the rapists have them right outside of the house.
Yeah.
Where she lives.
And this isn't a small town, it doesn't look like, because the criminals are on the run from a a prison. And it's ridiculous and heartbreaking. Because like I was saying, it's not a small town, or at least it doesn't seem like it, because they go into the city to find drugs, and that's where they run into the criminals. And then the criminals run them back into the boondocks right across the street from her house.
Well, they break down in front of her house.
Yeah, just so happened the car breaks down.
I forgot that.
The car breaks down and they're left stranded where? In front of Mary's house.
And this is where the cops come in. So the car's left there on the side of the road. The parents get some cops. They're like, "Could you please help us find our missing daughter?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they go and they see this car on the side of the road, and they're like, "Must have had some car trouble." And they don't check into the plates. They don't check the car. Nothing. These cops are doofuses. They're the worst cops that I've seen in a long, long time that have been put to film.
That was the first no-no.
But I think they did that on purpose just to offset all this dark stuff.
Yeah.
It's super, super dark and disturbing. So I think they were just giving the audience a break from that. Like
I can see that.
A recess from all the messed up stuff.
But God, these cops.
So much more messed up stuff happens because of these dipshits. So once Numbnuts and Dingle Dick figure out their mistake when they left the house and saw the broke down car, they figure out that that's the car of the convicts. They're like, "Oh shit, we need to get back there." They hop in the car and they don't get but a few miles away until they run out of gas.
They run out of gas.
You're out of gas, you idiot. Out of gas.
And then they're on foot.
Oh my God.
To walk there. They're not
10
running.
miles.
They're not power walking.
Just walking. 10 miles.
So when they're trying to hitchhike, one of the people that they stop is this chicken lady who has this big truck with crates of chickens in the back of it. Like, "Let us ride with you so we can get to this house. It's an emergency." The lady's like, "Okay, you can get up on the roof. We don't have any room in the car." So they get on the roof. They try to pull off. The cops fall off because the truck's too heavy now.
Dude, straight up, that's not what happened. That's what she said happened. Man, she straight up brake checked them off the roof of that truck.
Yeah, she brake checked them off the roof. It's pretty funny.
And then she said, truck won't start.
Yeah. If it's too heavy, take some of the chickens out. She's like, "Y'all wait 10 crates of chickens each. I'm not leaving all those chickens here.
And they said, well, we got the law on our side. She said,
And Sheriff, I got the chickens and the truck.
And she took off.
and that was that.
They did not get a ride from Chicken Lady.
Those cops sucked at their job.
So bad.
So after the girls get murdered, the escaped convicts seek refuge at Mary's parents' house. Refuge. After they kill the girls, they seek shelter at Mary's parents' house. You guys, dude, alright?
They seek shelter.
They seek shelter at Mary's parents' house.
They didn't know it was Mary's parents' house.
Not until they're in
They give her bedroom, dude.
Yeah.
It's so messed up, right? And they're like, oh, look who lives here. You know, just complete monsters.
I'm getting hard.
Complete monsters. Yeah. There's this awesome scene when they're eating dinner with the parents. Yeah. And the parents start noticing all the little stuff. They notice the bandage on the girl's forehead. They notice the bite mark from the friend on one of the guy's wrists.
The lady's slamming back wine like crazy.
Like nothing. Like
yeah.
just chugging wine like a beast.
All their stories didn't match.
They were
plumbing insurance.
That's
Yeah,
it.
plumbing insurance. Yeah.
Insurance for plumbers.
It's so
And then
cool.
later, whenever one of the characters is in the restroom throwing up because he got a heroin problem,
Withdrawals.
he's wearing a necklace that the daughter gave them because she was trying to coerce him into getting her away. And the mom notices it and she's like, oh my God, it's true. And she goes and gets her husband, and then they Home Alone the shit out of their house. It's very cool. It predates Home Alone, but it's, that's what we call it. Thanks, Macaulay Culkin. It was still pretty dope. And then a chainsaw. And then he kills him with a chainsaw. The dad kills the criminal with the chainsaw, and the mom kills one of the other criminals by biting his cock off. And then she's a cock biter. And then the female died.
She slit her throat.
That's right.
mom
In the
slit her
pool,
throat
the
when
mom
she was
slit.
getting out of
Dude,
the
the mom had the higher body count.
No, they're the same.
Because Junior blew his brains out.
You're right. The mom was a badass. I mean, obviously, she bit the dude's dick off.
Yeah, man, that was
pretty-
commitment.
That's
pretty hardcore.
She could have.
Badass.
Why couldn't she have just fucking shot him or slit his throat when she tied his hands up behind his back?
I don't know.
She chose.
opening.
She chose to suck his dick. She could have killed him without sucking the dude's dick.
That's
She really could have.
It's a copper. This movie it's a copper. A lot of things about her are just copper-like, and it's a copper.
I'm giving it a. No.
Now you know what? I have to take that back. I'm bumping mine up to silver, just because I'm thinking about it more. Most of the movie sucked, but the end was so satisfying. It was just such a satisfying way to end it with all the nasty bullshit that you saw earlier. So I don't know, silver.
I said what I wanted to say about the movie. I'm giving it a silver.
I'm giving it a gold. I love this movie.
All right, well, 2-1. Your opinion doesn't matter. Silver.
Silver.
Hey.
Golden line of the week goes to.
Nonsense. It's truly remarkable. Come on in the living room. I want to attack you.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't forget, drugs are bad. And if you do them, you'll get raped, murdered. Well, you've been voted out, so
Sam.
you're off.
You've been voted off the item.